morning, guys. I'm a little scratchy this morning. I think sleeping up in the loft is making me kind of dried out. And I ran out of capsules for my oils. So I can't take an internal capsule, but I'm going to get in the car and inhale some. I've got my oils in my car, so I'm going to do that. So headed to day 2 of Ketocon. Yesterday was amazing, as I said. I realized last night when I loaded it, I forgot to tell you what I ate at Hayes Barbecue last night for dinner. I only had green beans. I had one of the small cups of green beans and pickles. That's all I had because I was like really not super hungry because I had that ginormous dinosaur rib for lunch and then picked all day at all the things at Ketocon, so I was not that hungry. For breakfast this morning, I'm going to go get some coffee in a second from Starbucks, and I've got a Pedersen's bacon that I'm going to eat in the car, and an F-bomb nut butter sample that I got yesterday, so I'm going to be taking that with me. Alright guys, well I will talk to you in a few minutes when I get my coffee. Okay, so I am on my way to get the coffee. Yeah, I just wanted to, I'm excited about today. There's a few people I didn't see there yesterday. I don't know how I missed Nicole at actual Ketocon. I mean, she came late, but I never saw her walking around, but you know, there was so many people occupying my time. I could see how someone could walk right past me, you know. There were some other people I saw but didn't go up to yet. Like I saw Danny Vega, I saw Robert Sykes, but when I saw them, they were talking to people, and yeah, you don't want to go interrupt, you know. And yeah, it was a great day. It was. I didn't drink enough water. I can tell that for sure. And like I said, my allergies are all dried out today. My sinuses are all dried out, so I can definitely tell a difference in that. Not drinking enough water, but it is what it is. I can carry my water bottle with me. I see some people doing that, but I didn't bring like a backpack. Well, I am bringing a tote bag today. Maybe that I'll bring my water bottle in that, but it's so heavy. I hate carrying more heavy things because I'm going to be walking around picking up more stuff, and right before I leave, I'm gonna go ahead and get some more of the chocolate collagen from Perfect Keto, and because they have it's like $10 off at the show, so I'm definitely gonna get that, and pick me up some alternative sweets, barbecue sauce, and ketchup. I'm debating whether they have the gallon or half gallon size of the barbecue sauce, and it's only like $25, and considering there's like 5 bottles of it in that jug, and it's however much it is a bottle, $10-15 a bottle or something like that. It's a really good deal. I just wish they had the spicy one and the big one, but they don't. Not yet anyway, so maybe we keep asking. But yeah, so that's the things I plan to buy. I was thinking about buying that coffee, the strong coffee. I really liked it, but I'm glad I didn't jump to as a quickly to buy it, because I can order it later. There are things like that, guys. When you go to these shows, you can try them. You can really want them, unless they're offering a super good deal. I mean, it was an okay deal, but unless they're offering a super good deal, then you can get it later. You don't have to buy it that day. Get their info, go to their website, order it later. That keeps you from spending all the money that you have on everything, on all the things. I got a free t-shirt yesterday from Nush, which was kind of cool. Free is for me. That's awesome. And yeah, so I got lots of free little goodies to put into our my giveaway box when I get to 1,000. So hopefully we'll get there soon, and you guys will get to have all the goodies. So I'm excited about that. I feel like I'm saying a lot just because I don't have coffee in me yet. I slept in a little bit later this morning. It's already 8 o'clock, so I'm not going to the first speaker. The first speaker's at 9. but because I planned to, when I get there, I'm going to walk around a little bit, and then I'm going to like all the other speaker sessions today. So I figured I'd be sitting more later, so I wanted to be able to sleep a little bit, which I'm glad I did. But girl, y'all, sleeping in a tiny house is fun, but like I've said before, if I owned one, my bedroom would not be upstairs unless it had different kind of stairs, because once you're up there, okay? And I was trying to sleep in till 7, and of course, you know, my bladder is like, girl, it's time, get up at 6 o'clock. I was like, no, because if I'm gonna get down off of that thing, I'm not going back up there to go back to bed for an hour. So I stayed up there as long as I could without wetting myself. I was like, dang, this sucks. But it's a very comfortable bed, though. It's just getting up and down is, I don't recommend it at all for anyone who's older than me if you have trouble with knees or things like that, because it's definitely, especially first thing in the morning, you're like, dang, there's my workout. You almost feel like that, you know. Anywho, I'm going to stop here and get my coffee. I'm cutting through the HEB parking lot because I figured out that it's the same parking lot, so I'm not going to go all the way down to here and get that stuff. But anyways, it's a beautiful HEB. I plan to go in here before I leave because I think we'll have some good stuff that I can throw in the cooler to take home. All right, y'all. I'll show you my coffee, and then I'll see you guys at Ketocon. All right, I got my coffee. I got a blonde roast this time. I've never tried the blonde roast. She told me it had more caffeine, so I was like, I'm gonna try it. So this is a venti iced blonde Americano with heavy cream, and they spelled heavy with 2 E's. Oh no, they didn't. I just can't see. I'm blind. Anyways, anyway, that's what I'm having. All right, time to head to Ketocon.
That's a coupon code for Amazon where you can purchase the product. So they come in these pouches. 4 different flavors that kind of run the gamut, mild and spicy. So feel free to try one flavor or.
I want to try the whiskey flavor. That sounds interesting.
Discount code?
Yeah.
Okay. And the spiel about giving some stuff away at 4:30. So come back around 4:30 and we'll start giving stuff away.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I'll be back. Thank you.
I appreciate it. I
for 15 and 16 bags at 25.
Yeah. Do you mind being on film?
Hi, I'm Whitney.
I'm Lindy.
Hi, Lindy. It's our vanilla buttercream, 0 carbs, no sugar, 5 ingredients. You have Lecanto monk fruit sugar.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? It's great as a coffee creamer. You've got Lecanto monk fruit, sweetener, vanilla, organic vanilla, Ceylon cinnamon, Redmond sea salt, and real butter.
It's really good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Okay.
Perfect. So this is our matcha latte. What's really awesome about it is, unlike a lot of other matcha
matcha mixes or just matcha by itself. This one dissolves really well, it's not clumpy, and it has probiotics. You should definitely try it. Yes. This one I think you'll really like. This is my favorite. It's good in smoothies.
So good.
Really good hot, it is, yes. So in this one what we did is we just mixed up some unsweetened almond milk with just a little bit of water. And if you're doing just like a cup, you know, like an 8-ounce cup, it just takes like 3 teaspoons of it. And that's sweet enough. And yeah, it's really good.
I didn't know y'all had chocolate chips either.
Oh my gosh. These are incredible. So it's 50 calories for 1 tablespoon, 1 net carb, and 0 grams of sugar. They are dairy-free and vegan. And we just released like 2 weeks ago, around the 15th of July. They'll be in sale in stores. Right now it's just online. Yes. Glad you think so. And then you said you tried the maple syrup, so we have that. What's really awesome in the maple syrup is, you know, it's only 50 calories for 2 tablespoons. So, and 0 grams of sugar.
That's awesome.
Nice. And then the Suntella. This is a really popular one, especially if you like other chocolate spreads. You know,
Like Nutella.
essentially it tastes similar.
Alright guys, I'm just gonna try the dry farm wines. I've been wanting to really try this before I buy any, so. Smell the bacon over there cooking with cheddar sauce. Alright, so this is another noodle. So I'm gonna try.
Ours has been rinsed one time.
Oh, okay, yeah. Some of them require like boiling and excessive.
Hey guys, I just tried that pasta. It was so good. Like, this is the best texture I've had for pasta. I think I'm probably gonna order some. They said that they are in Sprouts stores, so if you have a Sprouts, also Natural Grocers soon. So if you have a Sprouts, head over there. If not, then Natural Grocers soon. And you can order them online, they said.
I guess you saw it's coming.
See, I do this part at the end, but I'm going to put it at the front because I think it's so important. And I'm going to be talking about, you know, craziness about carnivore diets and all that stuff. I just got done doing a set of push-ups, doing 300 a day, so I got to do that now. But how many of you guys have heard about the carnivore diet? I want to see your hands up. Hands up. Everybody's heard about it. So pretty much everybody in the room. That's good. Okay, how many of you guys, since hearing about it, have either adopted a carnivore diet or started adding more meat into your diet? And that's, again, a lot of people don't. So if you guys that have adopted the carnivore diet or added more meat in your diet, how many people have noticed a benefit in their health or their physical performance?
Boom.
Again, so that's all we need to say, really, guys. I mean, meat's good food. The important point I want to make is, as you guys are probably painfully and acutely aware, there is a very well-funded, very well-organized, and a very aggressive campaign globally to get you and I to stop eating meat.
Word I was trying to use, but the powers that be suggested I use something more kid-friendly. Unfeigned works, though. It's used widely in the 1800s. It means genuine, sincere, and authentic, which works for this presentation. So, to begin, who am I? I'm Robert Sykes, lifetime natural competitive bodybuilder. Been bodybuilding for 10 years, been strict keto for 5, and I've had the opportunity to speak here at this conference for the past 3 years and be a part of this wonderful community, and I could not be more blessed for it, so thank you.
All of these things about carbohydrates and sugar and caffeine causing problems with PCOS, but she told me that that was just the cards I was dealt. That was just my body. But thankfully, my dog saved my life because I changed my diet as well as hers, and I never filled those prescription drugs. For me, weight loss was very difficult, but the depression lifted right away. And that's what kept me on the diet. The reason why I have the words addiction up there is something that really upsets me. When someone is trying to cut alcohol or cigarettes, what happens? Everybody's very respectful, right? They don't even want to drink around you. They want to encourage you to stop. But if you say, I'm not eating sugar anymore, what happens? Your mom makes you your favorite pie, right? You know? And
That's what I think. That's what Well, I always say that. So you think that's also give it
like what she said, when you are eating or drinking all your calories, so you don't feel sick. She said, I feel like I'm going to starve. I feel like you're depriving me of food and telling me that out of everything I can already have in life, now I got to
No, see, I'd rather die than give it.
No, see, that's what I said. You have to do what works for you. Because everybody has their own perspective.
Yeah.
You know, because
Life won't be worth, but life won't be worth.
You know that I take a pretty well-rounded approach to keto. I'm not strict keto. I go through periods where I utilize keto when I need to, and then I phase out where I indoctrinate small amounts of carbs in specific periods of time with utilizing longer periods of fasting, etc., etc. The point is that it's a tool in your toolbox, and it can make you a very, very metabolically efficient individual. So what we're going to cover, a ketosis overview, then we're going to go through kind of the history of ketosis, what ketosis is not, health benefits of the keto diet, then we're going to get into keto for men and keto for women specifically, and then I do want to touch a little bit on training in a ketogenic state, just because it is something that I know my fan base and my views about the weight loss side of things, as we all know. I want to skip ahead to the PCOS side of things. The reason that I bring up PCOS is because it has a direct correlation with pregnancy. It has a direct correlation with issues that women face, even if they don't realize it. PCOS is just a big, glaring problem that we notice. And there was a study that took a look at the keto diet with PCOS, and I found that really the big issue is the hyperinsulinemia. So when you have a lot of insulin because you're consuming a bunch of carbs, insulin levels are high, a lot of times that is what contributes to PCOS in the first place, because it increases the androgen secretion from the ovaries. So it basically makes it so the woman has almost too much male hormones coming out that's throwing things totally awry. So women with PCOS tend to have higher levels of insulin, and elevated levels of insulin cause the ovaries to produce more androgens. Androgens are what give us male characteristics as men. So insulin also decreases the production of sex hormone binding globulin, SHBG. So in this case, it's a glycoprotein that prevents testosterone from freely entering cells. Men, we want less SHBG. Women, you want a little bit more. Okay, men, we don't want our testosterone bound up by sex hormone binding globulin. We want our testosterone to be free and running around and allowing us to be men and allowing us to build muscle. Women don't want to have free testosterone. They need a small amount because it's all counterbalance, but what happens with PCOS is they end up having these lower levels of SHBG that make it so that they have too much free testosterone, ultimately too much in the way of androgens. So that's what causes the fatigue, that's what causes the mood swings that are associated with PCOS, and these problems that women deal with, not only with PCOS, but just with any typical menstruation or anything like that. It's going to be, those are the things that actually trigger even the hot flashes, and if you feel like you're happy, then you're sad. It's a real thing, and it has to do with, again, those hormones and those androgens. So the hormonal imbalance involves too much luteinizing hormone. Spare the details there. But basically, what that ultimately comes down to is the ketogenic diet has made it so those symptoms are significantly less. And the study, should the details there? So I might be missing the slide there, but ultimately, it was a pretty small study. It was like 11 people, and they took 11 people with PCOS. They found 10 of them ended up having huge improvements. And 5 of the 11 women that were in that study ended up actually getting pregnant during the study. And people with PCOS have a hard time getting pregnant, very hard time getting pregnant. So the fact that even in the course of a short study, like almost half of the women ended up just getting pregnant because they were probably actively trying. So that's the big thing, and I'll come back to that. So keto and pregnancy is huge. But then we talk about menopause too. The women's ovaries are the source of estrogen and progesterone, and this is kind of the key thing when we're talking about going through menopause and big hormonal shifts. So that's going to control the reproductive system. So 2 other hormones involved are the luteinizing hormone and follicle-stimulating hormone, and that's going to regulate those progesterone, estrogen, and testosterone. So when we have follicle-stimulating hormone producing the estrogen and causing the release of the eggs, that's how everything kind of starts. So when that process finally stops, you can imagine there's a hormonal cascade that throws everything off. The main problem, of course, high being insulin resistant, which sets off the other hormonal cascade. So this study, chronic inflammation can increase during menopause, so it's critical to take steps to reduce it. This is where keto comes in, again, with the anti-inflammatory effects. So BHB blocks what's called the NLRP3 inflammasome, which is an immune system receptor that's directly linked with inflammation. And when you look at menstruation, you look at going through menopause in general, we have big surges, or I shouldn't say we do, but women have big surges of inflammation anyway, and it's directly linked with those. So the NLRP3 inflammasome reacts quickly to these threats and helps it out. Keto, again, anti-inflammatory. So we haven't figured out exactly how the keto diet can affect the brain when it comes down to menopause, but we can figure out what's happening indirectly and treat the issue. Most of the weight gain and most of the fatigue that comes with menopause is inflammation related. Okay? Inflammation is simply your body's immune system being on hyperdrive when you don't know it. Imagine having the flu, but not knowing you have the flu because you just have it at a really low grade. That is essentially what's happening when you have inflammation. And someone had a doctor that I know gave a really good example. If you have a cold, if you erase the fact that you have a stuffy nose and a sore throat, you don't feel clear in the mind, right? You don't feel good. Your brain doesn't feel clear. That's a perfect example of inflammation in the brain. If you erase the other symptoms, that's what inflammation feels like. You're sick, so you have that. So you never feel clear and good. So that's what's happening to a small degree when you go through menopause, is you have this happening. So we're treating that part. Now, when we look at the brain, we have estrogen receptors in the body, and women have them in the brain. Men have them too. Women obviously have a lot more. So it ends up leaving the brain cells a lot more vulnerable as a woman goes through menopause. So utilizing ketones rather than glucose for fuel provides that steady energy that ends up helping out a whole lot. And then of course we talked about pregnancy for a little bit, which I kind of touched on already, but I'll touch on this briefly. So a lot of times when women are pregnant, I get this question a lot. Should they go keto? Should they stay keto? Should they rotate carbs in and out? There's not a whole lot of conclusive research on it yet, but my personal opinion on it is that a little bit of glucose is important for proper fetus development. I really do think so, because we're building something, not just maintaining it. But once you get into the second and third trimester, like a lot of times the female is going to be naturally in a ketogenic state anyway, just because the fetus is robbing your body of so much. I shouldn't say robbing. They rob when they go to college, but they rob. So that's kind of what we're getting at here, is the woman is already getting into keto, and case in point, like I said earlier, your body's already producing glucose, and gluconeogenesis, creating glucose from protein, it's all demand driven. If the body needs it or the fetus needs it, it's going to create it. So as long as calories are sufficient, that fetus is going to get what it needs. Now in the early stages, it might be wise to keep your glucose up a little bit, but second and third trimester, like I know a lot of pregnant women that have had babies that end up going keto or second and third trimester and have insanely healthy babies. I'd say my baby's one of them. Talk about the thyroid for a little bit, and I don't even have a whole lot of time. Unfortunately, we've got the panel after this, so this would be definitely good opportunities for questions. So, this study, metabolism, clinical and experimental, so another study by Volek, so looked at the effects of a 6-week keto diet on total and regional body composition in relationship with fasting hormone concentration. So 12 healthy, normal weight men switched from their habitual diet, and I know this study looked at men, but it's the same process over for women with thyroid, to a carbohydrate-restricted diet. Basically, one went keto, one didn't. 8 men served as controls, consuming the normal diet. Fat mass was significantly decreased, lean body mass significantly increased. There was a significant decrease in serum insulin and an increase in total thyroxine. And the free T4 index, T3 was not directly measured, there was no significant change. Again, I'm skimming it fast. What that meant is that T4 actually upregulated and T3 didn't change. So T4 upregulated, meaning that there was going to essentially be more T3. So this study took a look at keto and said, okay, there's no change to the thyroid. If anything, there's a positive effect on the thyroid. And then it all comes down to the individual. There's a lot of different pieces here. But low T3 levels are actually associated with a longer lifespan. So we don't necessarily have to hate the fact that our T3 could get lower. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. Okay, lower levels of T3 means the body is not getting taxed as hard. If you're fasting, your thyroid levels are going to be low while you're fasting. Like, there's no denying that. But when you break your fast, your thyroid levels are going to upregulate. And they found in the age of 50 years, participants that had low to normal thyroid function live up to 3.5 years longer overall and 3.1 years longer without cardiovascular disease. So there are some benefits to having a little bit less thyroid function at that point in time. So it's all, again, about modulation. Periods of fasting, you're going to reduce T3. Okay. But as long as T4 isn't really changing and TSH isn't skyrocketing, your thyroid stimulating hormone, you're in a good spot. Like, because that is telling you that even if at this point in time your T3 is low, your T4 is going to bring it back up at some point in time. Now here's the interesting thing, and this is what I really want to make a solid point of. You'll often hear that carbs increase T3, but in actuality the thyroid increases T3 production to deal with the glucose. So this is like the big one here, because keto is not destroying your thyroid. What is happening is when you consume glucose, your thyroid has to upregulate T3 in order to only deal with the glucose. It has nothing to do with the rest of your metabolism or fat burning. Okay? It's like you have a certain amount of your thyroid hormone that is allocated specifically to deal with glucose. Okay? So utilizing that knowledge, think about this for a second. When you consume carbs, your thyroid has to ramp up T3, which means if you can go to your blood work test and your doctor's going to say, hey, guess what? Your T3 is nice and high. Your thyroid's in good shape. Well, is it really? You don't know, because a vast majority of that thyroid hormone that was measured is literally just there to metabolize and help you even deal with the carbs in the first place. So you don't know what your real number is until you get the carbs out of the equation. So going keto, if you do see a decline, you're just seeing what your real number is. And you're leaving more of your thyroid capable to deal with metabolism versus actually having to just metabolize sugar. Does that all make sense? Because that's a really big point. Because you are actually, even if your number goes down, your thyroid is actually getting more effective.
Hi guys, I made it back to the Airbnb. Exhausted, my feet are swollen. Went and had dinner again with Nicole Burgess and another one of her followers. Sweetest ladies. Love talking to Nicole, learned so much. I just love picking her brain, wish she lived closer. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And then I went over and had some drinks with Paula, who was in the video yesterday. You guys got to meet her and hear her story about her 120-pound weight loss on keto, and her husband. And their Airbnb is like a vintage Airstream. It's really cool, and was real nice just to chill. And it's actually like 7 minutes from here, so it was perfect. And yeah, that was really great. It was a long day. Like I said, I've been on my feet all day. So obviously my workout today was walking the heck off my feet. I really should probably wear tennis shoes next year instead of wearing my sandals all day. But, you know, you gotta look cute. I mean, come on. Really, I should wear my tennis shoes tomorrow. I think I will. Yeah, and I heard some great speakers. Sean Baker, Maria Emmerich, Robert Sykes. They were all great. Thomas DeLauer. Today I spent a lot of time sitting, but I walked almost as much as I sat after the speakers and in between. It was really great. I'm super excited already about next year, because I think it's just going to keep growing and growing, and they're going to have so many things. And there's still, believe it or not, vendors I have still not seen, because there's so many. I am trying to get to all of them and see and look at the products, and it's just incredible, the stuff and the quality of stuff that they have there. And yeah, I'm just so impressed. And also for lunch, I had, with Keto for Real Life People, we had a picnic outside, which you saw, which we all just got to sit and chat and enjoy each other. And I just grabbed a cheese and meat little tray that they were selling at the concession. That's what I had, because I wasn't super hungry for like a big meal, because obviously I've been snacking on all the little samples all day. And then yeah, and then I had barbecue tonight again. I couldn't even eat all of it. I got a lot fuller quicker, and so that's gonna be my breakfast, probably the rest of that. Anyways, I'm gonna drink a little Perrier, maybe watch one video, and I'm gonna upload this in the morning while I'm getting ready, and so you guys will see this in the morning. And yeah, you guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying all these Ketocon vlogs, and bearing with me till I get home to have like a normal workout. But since I'm not staying in a hotel where I can go to the fitness room or whatever, walking is my workout while I'm here. And if you saw my feet, they look like little piggy feet right now. They're so swollen. Anyways, I'm going to go to bed, and I will see y'all tomorrow in the next vlog. Have a great night. I'll see you then.